So I saw Conan the Barbarian directly after Spy Kids 4. I would have thought that would have made Conan seem a lot more better, and it really didn't.
My master said I would meet you. He said our paths would merge.
You have a name?
Tamara Amalia Jorvi Karushan. And yours?
Conan.
That's it?
How many names do I need?
Conan the Barbarian stars Jason Momoa, Rachel Nichols, Stephen Lang, Rose McGowan, and Ron Pearlman. It's about this mystical mask that's needs to be assembled from all different various parts that have been spread over the world, and whoever gets the mask gets control over its power or whatever. It's like if they went to the mythological story pile and reached in there and was like, oh, the thing where they have to put things together and they get its power. Oh, we'll do that. Jason Momoa is taking over the Arnold Schwarzenegger role, which from the very beginning I thought was an absolutely horrible idea. Do not remake Arnold movies. They're doing it with Total Recall right now. I really like Colin Farrell, and that's the only thing that makes me think it could be good. It did Terminator Salvation. Not good. No. This is an awful film. I hated it. I couldn't stand it, actually. I actually fell asleep for about 5 to 6 minutes of this movie and near the beginning. It's so horrible. It's really bad. The action scenes are incomprehensibly filmed. Once again, we seem to have a director who has absolutely no idea how to shoot a film, and an editor who thinks that if you put 5 different shots for one sword swipe, that it looks cooler than if you just had a nice panoramic shot of 2 actors fighting for a long take. But you know what? They can't do that because that takes planning and effort and choreography. Another thing I hate about this movie is the fact that Arnold can say something and it's like, oh, that's awesome, and that no other actor could say. Like, here's my reaction to watching a scene from the first Conan movie.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Here's me reacting to the newer film.
When a barbarian feels thirst, it is a thirst for blood.
Arnold can say stuff that no one else can say. The original Conan wouldn't have been anything without Arnold. It's Arnold, for goodness sakes. Can't do it. Arnold could go out and hunt and then come back and be like, I've returned with the pheasant, it's for dinner. Ah! And it would be fantastic. Jason Momoa could come back and be like, I've returned with the pheasant, it's for dinner. It's gonna be great. I'm Conan the Barbarian. Before I go on, I will give Jason Momoa some credit because he had some energy. His role, you could tell he was trying to do a good job. This entire movie, the script, the directing, everything around it, the editing, especially the editing, dear lord. You could just tell that everything was against everyone in this movie. All of the things that are going on with this movie, the production, everything was just against everything. The things I liked about the movie were actually the prologue. The opening with Ron Pearlman, I thought Ron Pearlman was good. That was actually the best part of the whole movie. Morgan Freeman narrated it, because apparently he's the go-to narrator now. They tried to be funny a lot in this movie and just failed. It wasn't funny at all. It seemed like they tried to make Conan really enjoy battle in a kind of comical way. Another thing about this movie that is so stupid is it's so obviously a Hollywood movie, because every one of these barbaric actors who are way, way back in the olden times where they're supposed to be cavemen and I kill everyone. They all have perfectly straight, snow white teeth. They don't even have toothpaste back then. It's so stupid. And some of these characters, like this girl, look at Rose McGowan here. Look at that makeup. No one back then puts on all that makeup and everything. The only people who wore makeup back then were savages, and all they did was take mud and go bleh, all over their face. No one has all these perfect little Hollywood makeup jobs. Ugh, it's so horrible. It was like the filmmakers and the writers took the sense and the mindset of the barbarian characters they were trying to portray in the way they made the movie. That's like they took the camera and they're like, this is gonna be a good shot. Yeah, this is gonna be a really good shot. Oh. Now this is a spoiler warning, okay? I'm going to spoil a little aspect of the plot. So if you want to see the film, don't keep watching. I don't know why you'd want to see it, but I'm just going to tell you, here's a little bit of a warning for you. Once Stephen Lang obtains the mask of power and puts it on and everything, nothing happens. His power isn't increased. Nothing happens. They sword fight and blah blah blah, and it's like it meant nothing. It's like what the whole movie was about. Getting to the mask of power. It did nothing to it. Conan the Barbarian is an awful movie, and this was a really bad day for movies for me. I saw Spy Kids 4 and Conan the Barbarian. Wow. I'm going to give Conan the Barbarian a D. Couldn't stand it. Please don't see it. Hopefully the Total Recall remake. That's like a weird thing. Hopefully that'll be good. But if it's not, please stop remaking Arnold movies. So if you like this review, subscribe to my channel and get Stuckmanized.